Medical tourism is becoming a pretty big thing here in Merida. So if you're needing any type of medical procedures or dental procedures done, or lab tests, or x-rays, ultrasounds, MRIs, this is a great place to come get that done because the cost here for Americans are super cheap. So a friend of mine had an MRI done on her knee, and she said that was only like 1,600 pesos, which is about $80, $90. My wife had an MRI done prior to her surgery on her spine and her back, and that ran us about $225 or $175. Many of the studies, the places that do these x-rays and stuff, they'll have specials and promotions, but you gotta ask them. So for example, with the MRI with her, they said if we come at nighttime between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m., we will get like a 60% discount or 50%. So it was very significant. So we booked that appointment for 2 a.m. to save that money, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, but we've had several people that came down here to get stem cells. One of my kids had a complete root canal done with a crown, and that ran it was under $300. $300. I had a tooth pulled when I first got here. That ran me like $25, $30 to have a tooth pulled. And the other day, one of my tooth in the back cracked, and it was dangling and it was cutting my mouth, my jaw, and side of my tongue. And it was at nighttime, 11 o'clock at night. And so I went online looking for a dentist with the idea of going in the morning, and came across the listing with 3 dentists that offer emergency services and that are open 24 hours a day. So I sent them a message on WhatsApp because that's how they communicate. Everything you do, you send them a WhatsApp message. And he was like, can you come in an hour? I said, yes, sir. I could be there at midnight. And so I got there. He saw me at midnight. His credit card terminal was broken. And I paid, what was it? About $80, $60, $80, one of the two, I can't remember. And that was at midnight. Probably would have been cheaper going in during the day, but because it was an emergency visit, it was $80 at midnight. I'll pay that all day. So a lot of people come to Mexico to get different tests done, surgeries done, cardiovascular surgery, neurology work. They come get the lab studies. So if you need to get a bunch of labs done, testing for certain things and different stuff and whatnot, a visit here might be worthwhile. I always, when people come check out Merida for the first time and they're coming to visit, oftentimes they want to do a lot of touristy stuff. And I generally suggest, you can, slip 1 or 2 touristy type things in, but use that visit and that trip as a means to really see what life here would be like. So if you need glasses, go see the optometrist and get your eyes checked. Most places, eye exams here are free. You just walk in. You don't need no appointment. You just walk in. And many times they have your prescription. You can walk out with your glasses, walk out with your contacts, and it's going to be significantly less. So come here, go see what it's like to be as though you're living here. So go get your eye exam, go get your teeth cleaned. You're gonna get really nice deep cleaning, 25, 30 bucks. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a super deep clean, under the gums and all of that stuff. Go get your teeth cleaned, get a tooth pulled if you need one. What else can you do? Go to the grocery store, shop, see what it's like to buy. Go to the ATM machine, because everybody get intimidated by the ATM machine, because everything is different. Everything. Go order you something from, go to the restaurant, order yourself something. Just try and do the things as though you live here. So I'm mainly talking about medical procedures now, simply because, this video is about medical tourism. So set your appointments, make whatever you need health-wise. For example, I've seen people come here, like in Honduras, I believe, Dr. CB, I don't know if Dr. CB did this, but there are people that they inject you with these juices of fruit. I don't want to use the word fruit juices, but they infuse you with these vitamins. Yeah, vitamins with this liquid. Some people put these green teas in there and they infuse them into you. So they got all of that stuff here. You need to see I don't believe in letting anybody mess with my back. I don't know if they have to be licensed here or not to do chiropractor. Double check that. I wouldn't let nobody do my back unless cause that can go south real quick. But come get a massage. Come do some physical therapy if you need physical therapy during your visit, or just coming here for medical specifics. Plastic surgery. A lot of people, women go down to go to Colombia for plastic surgery. They do that here as well. So, do your research. When you find your doctor, read up reviews, reach out to other people to get feedback on who they use. There are a lot of forums and Facebook groups where you can reach out and talk to people and get recommendations and referrals and stuff like that. So definitely want to do your homework. If you need to come here and stock up on some medication, come buy some medication. You don't need, for most medicines, you don't need a prescription. And it's easy. You just walk into the pharmacy and just get your medicine. A young lady that we knew, niece, had a need for medication, and it was difficult to get it in the States, and they no longer produced it, but they produced it here. So those are options for you. So just sharing with you some of the things that you can do while you're here. Even if you don't live here, you can still come for a visit and get a vacation. It'll be cheaper. You could get your medical procedures done for half the price or more or less, and get a vacation out of it, and still be way significantly less than what you spent in the States. So just wanted to share that. If you need help finding somebody or services or whatever, feel free to reach out to us on the website, moveabroadandthrive.com. Take a look at our VIP membership. When you go to the website, you'll see a link that says join VIP. You can talk and ask questions and get feedback and whatnot. So thank you for watching.